Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game, he told me that his quarterback deserves all of the Heisman attention that he is receiving. We have seen what he's been able to do through the air. He is top 5 right now in the country in passing touchdowns, and he continues to improve in his ball security. I believe he belongs in that conversation for Heisman Trophy, but we'll keep you posted. This could change the course of the season, but right now, he is on track to hear his name called in New York. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Sooners will kick off first, and here we go. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, South Carolina. Rolled his way into the end zone.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call, and kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the run, it's Blaylock. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line, pick up a 4. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Fighting for it, it's Harris. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10 playoff positioning. All the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams
makes a grab and room to run. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Sooners have this offense rolling. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but you can't do it and force the incompletion. You've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Right side, it's Harris. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Sooners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They're going to run it. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. On first and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. In the red area, it's Blaylock. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. Just had to get rid of it.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The South Carolina offense is back on the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Sellers. They're all over him. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
Miles is way ahead. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Making the adjustment. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking for space. It's Blaylock. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be second and 7. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Out wide right, it's Harris. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Now from the 40, it's first and 10. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
And from a Sooner offense, because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
He just carries it face-long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they turn it into a defensive score.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning him for a touchdown.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Blaylock. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Might as well run him again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Right side, it's Thomas. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. And the Sooners want to move quickly. Wants to go up top on second down. Left side, it's Thomas. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. They'll need a bunch on second down.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Escapes the pressure to his right. Finds his big tight end. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Here comes the heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
I like the aggressive nature by this offense. Everything screams run. First down and goal. Gonna run the football? No. They don't run the football. They stay aggressive. But the quarterback doesn't get reckless. He gets outside of the pocket, makes a good decision, throws it away, and lives the fight on second down.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll try to run it in. He will not get there as the defense stops him again.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They want to dance their way in on third and goal. Touchdown Sooners! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Here's Sellers to throw. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Clark. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Caught behind the line. It's Hunt. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Clark. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Takes the handoff, it's Clark. Turning it on! And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Throwing, Sellers. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Sets his feet. It's Mateer. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense. Putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Under pressure. It's complete. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Had to throw it before he wanted.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Long way to go on second down. Calls his own number. Got the first down. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Wants to throw on first. Out wide left, it's Sategna. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Rushes on. And they got it. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and he'll send out the field goal team. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 9 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Buckeyes who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. And that's 4 straight on the season for this team as they continue what is now a nice little streak.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one. They're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Look out! And he never had a chance. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's where I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They'll start on the ground with Isaiah Auguste. They were all over it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Reels it in. Oh, he's got some space. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Sellers. And he gets it away.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On the move, it's Clark. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Gets rid of it.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Fourth down, Sellers. Blasted as he lets it go. This time he's got it. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. Run inside. It's Clark. Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And there's no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to add another. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to the ground game on the left. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up. Keep it on the ground. Runs through a tackle. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32.
And the defense gives up the 1st down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
The sure hands. It's Harris. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. No huddle offense to the line.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on him today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Right side, it's Blaylock. Turning it on. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Out wide right, it's Blaylock. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. So first down will open up the final period. Cuts it upfield. It's Blaylock. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Needs it here on 4th down. Makes the grab down the middle. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Straight ahead, it's Clark. Uh-oh, look out. Oh, look out on the right. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And he tacks on the extra point. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And the quarterback gets hit again. You already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw. Wide receiver comes in motion.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Caught. Hard running there. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards, pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
And the Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. Running inside. It's Blaylock. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Stepping to the right. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Throw it toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 50, 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, South Carolina. The defense putting points on the board. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sooner offense returns to the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here.
Snags it and he's open. The 50, the 40. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. To the air, it's Mateer. Right down the middle. Got his man. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to keep it in the air. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Middle of the end zone. He's got it.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
On the move. He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
To give as they work on that clock. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Got some green grass. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Looking for room. It's McAllister. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. Not a chance. Missed it. Missed the field goal. Missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.